Hello, this is Jayanam with a tutorial on how to use PBR materials made with Substance Painter in Unreal Engine 4. I have this hard surface model here in Substance Painter. It has one texture set and two layers with smart materials, and the first one has a black mask. Very simple setup. To use the textures, especially the normal maps in Unreal Engine 4, be sure to set the normal map format to DirectX in the project's configuration and to check Compute Tangent Space per fragment. You can also define these settings when you create a new project. Okay, now let's go ahead and export the textures for Unreal Engine. I go to File, Export Textures. Then this dialog pops up, and first I define the folder where I want to export to, which is in my Unreal Engine project, and then I set the output template to Unreal Engine Packed. And basically that's all you have to define. Here you see a list of textures that are going to be exported, one for the base color, then one texture for occlusion, roughness and metallic, and another one for the normals. A channel for the emission is not defined, so this texture is not exported. Okay, then I press Export. Then you can open the output directory to see the textures. It also contains the FBX file with the hard surface model, and now we open the Unreal Engine project to import the model and the textures. The new files in the projects are recognized. First, for the FBX file, I keep the import FBX options as they are. I import the normals and also create a material that is contained in the FBX file, and then the textures are imported as well. Okay, now the first thing I do is to create the material. I double click it to open it in the material editor. This is white, but we can delete the input for the base color, and then drag in the textures and assign them to the input slots. First the albedo for the base color, then the map for metallic, roughness and ambient occlusion. And we have to connect the blue slot to the metallic input, then the green one to roughness, and red to ambient occlusion. Then I drag the normal map into the editor and connect it to the normal input. And that's it. Now we have the material that we can apply and save. Then I close the material editor, and you can see that the icon is updated, the material is already assigned, and I double click the model to see a preview in this editor. Alright, very nice. We can also drag it into the scene, but we don't have an HDRI at the moment, so we don't see any nice reflections for the metal material. But here under the Lights tab, you can see I have an HDRI backdrop. You get this when you enable a plugin. Here under Edit, Plugins, and type in HDRI, you find the HDRI backdrop plugin. You have to restart the editor when you enable this, but after that you can drag this HDRI backdrop into the level. You can position it as you like, and then you get this nice lighting and reflections. Okay, that's what I wanted to show. You can see it when you start the game, and I think the process is really simple and straightforward. So guys, this was a request that was sent to me. I hope it is answered with this tutorial. If you like it, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But if you have any questions, then add these to the comments and I will try to answer these as best as I can. Follow me on my social media on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Support me by being my patron, and I see you in the next one on Jayanam.